Podcast.
I'm still annoyed at the emergency. I'm sorry. Okay, we're starting it like this. This is how we're going to start it. This is how Caitlin starts her podcast. She just like literally goes into whatever she was talking about beforehand. Jared
Actually, I feel like you have a top stream of consciousness, just like fired and ready to go.
Yeah. Jared's annoyed at me. Jared has some cold-like symptoms. So he came home and he got some emergency. And I'm like, Jared, if you had just asked me if I had emergency, because like I have a whole drugstore in the house, you would see that I have about 100 packs of emergency. 100 packs. That's all.
That's all. It's very scary in here. I'm in Rhode Island.
Wait, why is it scary in there?
It's scary.
The tensions are high.
No, they're not. You're just crazy. Oh, you do want to tell? Oh, okay. Jared has COVID. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. So it
used to be a secret.
So he got all the stuff from the store, and he's ready to feel better.
You got Ricola too? Do you know how many freaking bags of Ricola we have?
Why do you have bags of Ricola?
Because I don't know. You know, I've talked about this before, and it makes me feel awkward, but like we get gifted a lot of stuff, okay? Sometimes we get gifted things like Ricola. I'm not even joking you. So I have a CVS upstairs.
Mm-hmm, she does.
Everything is organized to perfection too.
I guarantee
Jared.
the majority of those cough drops or emergency are expired.
Okay, excuse me. When we moved in, he said
There's
that
nothing worse than an old cough drop.
He just said, I bet you they're expired. Well, guess what? I go through them every 6 months and I throw out the expired ones. And I went through them in December to make sure that everything was valid through 2022. Oh, look at him with his
I love Ashley's attention to detail on this, and I got to side with Ashley on this one. I'm sorry.
I'm just like, but it has nothing to do with him spending money on it. What is annoying to me is that
I know. I was
okay,
just don't let him lay down. He finally gets to lay down and like take a Ricola, and then you're preventing him from going.
But listen, it's not this. It's the fact that we have so much clutter. It's just like, oh, now there's another thing to add to my drugstore.
Something tells me one bag of Ricola is not going to add too much to the clutter.
One bag of Ricola.
I'm glad that you can hear. Okay, you can hear him, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So that listeners would be a little confused if they couldn't hear Jared right now. It's
Well,
fine.
I can hear him.
Fine. It's whatever. I'm just like, I don't know why that set me off.
You know what's funny?
You know
is
why?
That,
I'm sorry. I know
that
why.
would set me off for the money, just because.
Well, that too,
The
obviously. We all know
whole
me.
fun part, because it takes the fun out of getting something for free. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, that feeling doesn't matter anymore
Yeah.
because you just went and spent money.
Naz, 1,000%. You hit the nail on the head, because it's just like, oh, okay, great. Well, we'll have this, and we never have to spend money on these little things.
Exactly,
And it's like,
exactly.
you just spent the money on something we didn't need. That's so frustrating.
Can I just say that Jared really doesn't know where anything is drug-wise in the house, because he asked me this morning if I had any Advil, because he didn't think you guys did. And then I said, I don't have any, but I went upstairs and looked in your CVS cabinet, and there was probably 14 bottles of Advil, and I handed him one. I was like, here you go. He goes, oh, here you go. I'm like, no, it's yours. I found it.
Okay, he asks me this all the time. I'm like, poor baby. He's upstairs.
I
and
feel so bad.
This is so sad.
Oh, poor
This is
Jerry.
so
But I'm just
sad.
going to say this.
As well.
I'm just going to say this one more time.
Along with Ashley, but I feel bad.
He knows that I'm a fucking crazy person. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I organized cords. I don't feel like the house is put together until everything is organized. So I took all these cords and I labeled the baggies USB-C, USB mini, USB shit like that, and I put them all in bags. And then he was like, I don't know where my headphones are. He's like, I have the I forget what they're called. He's like, the Raycon headphones, but I don't think we have a charger for them. And I was like, are you kidding me?
So I threw them out.
I have 17 USB-C chargers. And he's like, well,
Ashley,
do we have any
did
butts?
he know?
Yeah, we have
But does he
butts.
know you organize these? Because if he doesn't,
Yeah,
then...
he does. He does know. Because
okay.
I had them out. And he was like, why are the wires out? And all that. It's like, because I'm going to organize the wires.
But when you're done, do you show him where it is? Or you like, if you ever need a wire, this is where it is?
I always say, before you do or need anything, you just ask me and I will show you. What, you think that's funny? Oh, he's yelling upstairs. Now listen, babe, I love you.
He's pissed.
I love you very much. But like, you got to know where things are. There's like we have a drug cabinet.
Do you know what? Do you know what Ashley reminds me of right now? Sorry, Lauren. What?
No, I was going to say, like, before you do anything, before you say anything, before you buy anything, you talk to me. It's so crazy.
I was going to say, Ashley reminds me. Do you guys remember Monsters Inc?
Yeah.
Remember the lady like behind the desk where she's like, "I'm watching you, Wisnowski."
Yeah, exactly.
She's like,
I know
the
everything
queen
you bring
of
into
all
this house.
Yeah, like all the cabinets and everything.
Jared didn't think we had Advil. Come on.
Sorry.
No, but
He
I
couldn't
bet Jared
find
knows.
it. Where was he looking?
Actually, I don't
Listen,
know. I didn't watch him look
Jared
for it.
is a busy man. He's running a business. His mind's going 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's okay for him to not know there is an Advil in the house, I think.
Well, you know what? That was my huge I don't get it for the week, and he just gave it to me as he walked in the door.
That's amazing.
Sounds amazing. We got to experience it IRL.
My IRL is the fact that Ashley grew out her nails really long when she was pregnant, and now she only has like 3 long ones, and she looks like an absolute horse girl.
I look like you mean like a cokehead.
Wait, what do you mean?
What's
Why
a
do you only
horse
have 3
girl?
long ones?
What's a horse girl?
A horse, because those weird girls in like high school, or I guess like any age, and they pretend to be horses, or they love horses, and they all have long nails that are unpolished. You get that, right?
Wait, they all
Yes,
have
I
long,
do, but,
unpolished
like,
nails?
Yes.
Are we discriminating against people who like to ride horses?
No,
Like,
I'm just saying majority of them probably have long, unpolished fingers.
Okay.
Wait, Ashley, I'm shocked you've never heard the term horse girl.
I have, now that she reminds me of it, but
Wait,
I
I kind of want to go
feel
down
bad
this
now.
deep. I want to go down this deep. No, well, I love horses, so I don't know if I'm...
No, I
Let's
mean...
see. I didn't grow up a horse girl, but they're definitely... Let's see what it is.
Definitely.
Horse girl...
I know, I see vividly like the girls that did this.
Yeah.
I
A
understand.
horse girl is someone whose life revolves around horses. Horse girls can be of any age, although the term typically refers to young women aged 10 to 29.
There we go.
Meme and stereotype explained. The roots of today's horse girl culture. While horsey girls have always existed, they only emerged as a worldwide trend in the last few decades. This is mainly due to the increasing number of horse books and movies targeting this exact stereotype.
Okay, well, I think
see.
a great example, like with a zero shade, is Jade is a horse girl, and she has never had any nail polish on her fingers.
Oh my God.
Ever. Yes.
Jade is a horse
and
girl.
she's a horse girl, but like no shade, like she's beautiful and stunning and majestic, and
Like a horse.
like a
She's never
horse.
had polish
But
on her fingers.
I've never seen her fingers have nail polish. On.
Wait, I am so fascinated by this.
Yeah.
Horse girls can list at least 50 horse breeds off the top of their heads. Such horse girls can
I
also
think
be
you're taking it. I think whatever definition you're reading is taking it too literally.
No, I think this is a thing. Horse girls can also be socially awkward and introverted.
That's it.
Okay, that's what Jade would call
except
herself.
Yeah,
when the topic is about horses.
that is incredible. Yeah, that's incredible.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. This horse girl stereotype, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just someone who's developed a magical bond with a horse. So I guess
Simply
I'm
that.
I'm a horse girl too now, I guess.
So, but basically, my point of just even saying horse girl is if you break a nail and you break a nail, they're all uneven. Do you cut them all down to match, or do you leave the long ones?
100%.
That is where
They
I'm
all
going
have
with
to match.
And before we continue, we just want to take a quick break for our sponsors. I know I'm the weirdest person ever who doesn't go to pizza for my cheat meal like you two do. But I know that Naz doesn't because of bloating. And I'm like, Naz, live a little. But she says that the bloating is bad enough that you stay away from pizza the majority of the time. But now we have something for Naz to try next time we're together. And, she cheats all the time when she's with us. It's called Bloom Nutrition. And if you have gut stomach issues, you're dealing with bloating, digestive issues, just not feeling like Sprite, you can take Bloom. It's like you mix it into just like some water, make yourself a shake, and you're going to feel a lot flatter.
Not only do you feel a lot flatter, but it also helps you if you drink a little bit too much. It's kind of like a hangover cure. So if you can prevent a hangover by just 1 scoop in the morning. So you feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's packed with probiotics, antioxidants, whole foods, veggies, fiber. 50 nutrients, and you mix it in with just like with one drink. It's pretty amazing. You can get it in coconut, mixed berry, citrus, original, and you just like add it into water, like I said, or you can do it into a smoothie.
Exactly. So if you identify as a hot girl with stomach issues and you want to feel your best, I really like it not only because it fights bloating, but like they said, it helps digestion, but it also increases your natural energy, which honestly the biggest reason why I love it. And right now, Bloom Nutrition is offering our listeners 15% off your purchase of their greens and superfoods blend when you go to bloomnu.com/get it. That's BLOOMNU.com/get it for 15% off your purchase. Go to bloomnu.com/get it for 15% off.
Can we explain a little bit more now? My nails got really long because I was taking the prenatal, right?
That's what I just said.
Oh, you did? Okay. So it's really hard. So they're really hard, okay? They're like rock hard.
Yeah.
Mine are pretty hard, couple of them like split and then I bit them off. Lauren, they're so hard. You want to feel?
Try and bend my nail. Try and bend that
You guys are
Lauren,
being
that's
so
tiny.
crazy right now.
Bend this one.
Lauren, it's very tiny, but look at that.
Wow, that's really, really fucking hard. Okay.
It's like rock hard. Like it's never going to break.
That's called nail clippers and a nail file.
But speaking of horse, these feel like horse nails.
Wait, but why don't you cut? I'm confused. Why don't you like them all to be the same size and shape?
Obviously, I felt really special and like proud of myself for not biting my nails throughout pregnancy. One, because like, I guess I just didn't want to eat my nails because, I was sick. And two, they were so hard that they weren't as easy to bite,
Yeah.
And they were like, like they're not breaking on their own. So like, I'm not chewing at them. And it was like a whole cycle. So I guess because I have 4 remaining nails that are hard and still long, I kind of want to keep them. Yeah, because I think that it might be the last of them because then I'm going to start biting again since I've started biting the other short nails again.
Why are you treating your nails like American Girl doll collectibles? Like, of course they're going to fucking grow back, Ashley.
No. That's the thing, Naz. They're not. They're
yes,
not.
they are.
No. They're not going to come back as strong.
Show Naz and show Naz.
They're not going to come back as strong.
So how
because
long
I'm not
do
on
you
the
keep
prenatal
them
anymore.
Like
okay,
this?
I don't know until they break or they fall off.
They're like dirty.
Can you please take a picture of this so I can post it when we have to promote this?
Wait, yeah, hold on. Oh wait, do you just want me to take a picture?
Ashley,
like, in real
you
life?
are truly one of a kind.
Yeah.
No, Ashley, I want you to take a picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. But it's really like kind of like a sentimental thing, kind of a proud thing, and kind of like, oh, I need to enjoy it while it lasts.
These are those moments where I'm like, oh, if a woman with 3 long nails can have a man that she wants, then I will also have the same. Yeah. This is like one of those moments.
Oh, that makes me feel bad about complaining about the Advil and the Ricola and the vitamin C.
Yeah, he just wants to feel
Good.
better.
Feel
just
bad.
a little baby.
Stop
I know,
being a
but here's the
monster.
deal. I like to take care of him, and I've got all the things that he needs for me to take care of him.
Listen,
emotionally,
you've exerted
physically.
a lot of energy in organizing, so you have the right to feel
that
triggered.
too. Thanks.
Yeah. I would feel the same way.
Thanks. Does everybody not organize their drug cabinet? Like, how's your drug cabinet?
I mean, everything in my house is organized minus this closet behind me. It's the one area in my whole entire apartment that is just chaos. Mm-hmm. But I always watch the Kardashians, which I'm curious to know, are you guys going to watch?
We're going to talk about the Kardashians in a minute.
Are we going to talk about it?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet. Did it come out like today?
No, it's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
You haven't missed it. But also, by the time people have heard this, an episode would have been out already.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh, when I watch the Kardashians, I'm always like, ugh, or anything Chrissy Teigen posts. I just dream of having an organized pantry like that one day.
Yeah.
That would give me so much joy to have like Australian licorice in one little container next to like, I don't know, sourdough pretzels next to some goldfish. Like that would really that really gets my gears going.
I have things to say about that though. Like when they put it in the jars and stuff, like do you really have that many things that you would put in little cute jars?
I would put everything in a jar if I had the time and money.
Yeah, but then like
in a clear
how
jar
often
you
are
get
you
to
gonna
see
use
it.
And then you don't have expiration dates on it. I guess you have to write like expiration.
I don't care. I guess I eat everything.
But I mean,
I
if you
eat
don't
everything.
care about
Well,
like
I pretty much eat everything
goldfish,
too,
like
but
you're
Lauren
putting
doesn't.
more like dry shit in like the jars, you
Yeah.
know? Like you don't care if your goldfish is expired.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
fine.
putting
Do you not?
sashimi.
'Cause speaking of, Lauren's afraid of every expired product.
Okay.
You are? You're afraid of
no,
expired
I'm scared.
things?
We've totally talked about this before.
I'm scared of
Have
things
we?
like chicken and things in like the fridge. Like I wouldn't eat but
Yeah.
a goldfish and like Lay's or anything like that. Like I don't care. If it's stale, then it's bad, you know, but you're not going to die from it because there's so many preservatives in it already.
Right.
You know,
right.
but I'm scared
and you're
about
not
like
putting
turkey.
sushi in these organized
Exactly.
containers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Lauren, what did you just say? Because I wanted to. What did you just say? God, I have so much brain fog.
Lauren
Lay's-
doesn't dream of things like that, like in organized ways, though. It doesn't do it for her.
Goldfish. I don't know. What did I just say?
But doesn't am I correct, Lauren? You don't have no desire to be that
Absolutely
organized.
not. That's a waste of time to me.
Wait, Lauren mentioned chicken, and I think you guys know I'm mainly pescatarian, but last night I made chicken because I was like, let me switch it up because I'm getting sick of everything I'm eating. And then, so I watched a video on like how to make chicken, which I know.
No,
this is so
I would
sad.
do the
I don't
exact same
really
fucking
make
thing.
chicken, so I just want to make sure I was
chicken
doing it
is
right.
the hardest thing to make.
Well, not in an air fryer.
Oh, not in an air fryer, but is it totally raw? Because I put chicken nuggets in the air fryer all the time, but like raw chicken,
yeah.
my least favorite thing to ever make.
Well, me too. I don't like looking at it. And so last night was the first time I ever like. It's again at 32 years old was the first time I took out raw chicken.
I think
and
that's
I made
fine,
it.
Naz. I really respect that.
Thank you. Did you know that you have to like? Everyone knows this. I don't know why I
Rinse
said.
it
Did you
off?
know? You know the moment you have to pound it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna ask Ashley and Lauren, why do we have to pound the meat? Is it just to
It just
flatten
tastes
it?
way better.
I don't think
Wait,
necessarily.
what?
No,
It's tenderized. That's what you call it when you're tenderizing it. It
I
tastes
don't
way
get it.
better, flatter.
I don't get it. Why?
But doesn't it not?
I
Think
thought
about
it
it.
I don't
cooks
know. It's my
faster.
first time making it.
I thought
on
it
my
cooks
own.
faster because you're making it thinner and easier to cook through.
No, think about
that's what I would think.
You guys, chicken cutlet sandwiches, chicken parmesan, all of those flat chicken. Okay, when was the last time?
flat breaded chicken.
Flat-breaded chicken.
So it
This
doesn't necessarily
episode's
taste
gonna
better.
be called. This episode's gonna be called "Horse Girls and Flat
breaded,
Chicken."
flat breaded chicken.
I guess
Wait,
like if you're gonna
flat
go
chicken
get,
is better than not flat.
in my
chicken.
personal opinion, I much more enjoy a flat chicken
But
cutlet.
have you had a flat, normal grilled piece of chicken? Would you say that tastes different than a flattened or not flattened? No, because it's the seasoning, then bread that you like.
I guess,
Yes.
but like I also, I'm very particular about it. If it's got any chew to it, I'm like,
This is
nope,
what
goodbye.
this is what's up. If you just if you just make a chicken and you don't pound it, and
I
then
cannot
you
believe our conversation right now.
and you don't pound it, and then you let it rest for like a while and let the juices really get juicy.
Yeah.
That's a good piece of chicken.
Okay.
Wait, say that again,
But
Lauren?
it's
I
so
missed it.
much
If you
harder to
what?
cook because like then you have to cut into it to see if it's pink in the inside.
Exactly.
I think chicken's just the worst thing to cook because it's the thing that's going to most easily give you like salmonella and food poisoning.
Yeah, that's why it's scary.
That's why it's
It's
scary.
scary.
And it's really hard to get like it to be juicy and actually good while being fully cooked.
Yes. Now,
unless you have an air fryer. But what I want to add to this is the first thought that I had was, wow, if I ever get put into jail, please, I hope you guys have to go with me because we could literally talk about anything. I was like, holy fuck, this is
You
the
guys,
Seinfeld
I
of
feel
podcast.
so bad. Every time I podcast now, I pretty much 75% of the time have Dawson in this character
Yeah.
on my chest. And every
It's
time
so
I
cute.
laugh,
he goes, he's startled.
He probably likes feeling his mom laugh. Okay, well, before we continue talking about this, let's just take a quick break for one of our sponsors.
it's everyone's favorite time. Naz is going to geek out over dadgrass, the legal, organic, smokable hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind. It's basically like a glass of wine, not the whole bottle. Okay, Naz, ready, set, freak out.
So you know how like in Beauty and the Beast when like all the people turned into objects in the castle? Like I feel like if I was turned into an object, I'd be like a little CBD Dadgrass joint.
Wow.
Like, I've never felt more synonymous with a product in my entire life. They're all about giving you mellow vibes. I don't like being high and feeling paranoid. I live by myself. And I love just relaxing, whether it's outside at a park or watching a movie at my house with Dadgrass. And what I love even more is that my favorite Beatle is George Harrison. And right now they're celebrating the passage of time. So they're doing a special collab with George Harrison's estate to mark 50 years since his All Things Must Pass album. But honestly, in general, Dadgrass is legal. It's organic, smokable hemp. It relaxes your body, mellows your mind. They're 100% organic pre-rolled joints. They're very low in THC, very high in CBD, so you can feel the effects of CBD while keeping a clear head.
All Dadgrass products are federally legal for all ages 21 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the U.S. So right now, Dadgrass is offering our listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/getit. Go to dadgrass.com/getit for 20% off your first order. That's dadgrass.com/getit.
And also, Ashley, I don't know if I thanked you over the podcast, but Ashley sent me a bunch of Dadgrass too, and I felt so freaking happy. And I passed it out at my birthday, and
Oh my God, that's
amazing.
perfect.
That is perfect.
It was literally
so glad it was
vibes.
worth the FedEx trip.
It was worth the FedEx for everyone all around. So, okay, my other thought about this, aside from going to jail, is yes, I absolutely just realized that I rather ingest chicken in the flat form as well.
Oh, good.
And I think it's I think because I don't really love chicken unless it's white, and crispy on the outside kind of chicken where it just breaks in half.
Yeah.
You can cut it with a fork. I feel like it's more digestible that way. And I don't know. Those
So
are all
it came
my
out
thoughts on
fine.
chicken,
It
came out fantastic. I got the thighs. I think thighs are my favorite. What's your favorite part of the chicken? I would say thighs for me, or fingers.
I feel like the breast because I could just manage it easier.
Breast. Oh my God.
But see, I think breast is fatter though.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What?
Naz just said, I
What?
think I like the fingers, thinking that chicken fingers are actually chicken
No,
fingers.
I don't know. Of course they're not. I know what a chicken's fingers look like. They're like talons. I'm saying that's the form of chicken of food I like to eat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Actually,
okay.
what?
I thought that, I don't know. I was a little concerned that you thought that
You thought
chicken
I thought
fingers
chickens
were
walk around
actually
with
chicken
fat,
fingers.
thick fingers like that? No. I'm saying the way
Naz, you said I like the thighs and the fingers. So it sounded.
But I think
Yes,
fingers.
yes.
Okay,
I did say that in a
Chicken
confusing
fingers
way.
is chicken breast, correct?
I would imagine so.
No,
yeah.
what? Actually, I don't know if that's. Do we know that for fact?
I think chicken fingers are strips of chicken breasts. Yes.
We don't know.
I don't think we eat much besides the breasts and the thighs. I think that's what they are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
I don't.
We also eat the wings.
Wings,
So the wings.
wings.
Yeah.
Wings.
Wings, thighs.
Well,
Wings,
okay, so
fries,
if you guys had to
breast,
rank, thigh, breast, wing, thigh, breast, wing, finger, I'm going.
Wing is last place for me.
I'm going finger,
No.
wing,
Finger.
wing,
You
thigh,
mean
breast.
There is no finger.
Yes, there is.
There's
That's a
wing
form.
or thigh.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about when we all went to McDonald's and got the
shapes,
butter-
not body parts.
Okay,
She's talking about shapes.
I'm talking about Yes, I'm talking shapes, not body
Okay.
parts. Also, where does tenders fall into this? Are tenders chicken fingers?
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
tenders are chicken
yes.
fingers. Yeah.
Tenders are okay.
But I
so
wonder
I'm going
if tender
finger.
tender comes from the word tender, not like a tender tenderloin.
There are brain cells just on fire in this place right now.
This is like if an alien came down to Earth and listened to three dumbass people talk about chicken.
Oh my god!
Wow, holy shit. Okay, here's my answer. Breasts, then wings, and then thighs. I don't like the thighs. I think that there's too many things in there. It's there's too much of a risk of a crunch on a bone.
See, I'm thinking thigh, because I took it out last night and I cut off all the weird stuff on the side, so it just was like a juicy white thigh. So that's what I mean when I say thigh.
confused.
I just had to clarify.
What do you mean you're highly confused?
There's a wing and then there's a thigh.
Yeah, chicken
no,
thigh.
it's a wing and a.
No, when you go and get a bucket of KFC,
Yeah.
you have wings and thighs in there.
Okay, I don't like the wing. I like the thighs. That's it. I guess.
Oh, the thighs are the chunkier ones, huh?
Okay.
Well, you know what? We are like Jessica Simpson now.
I'm ending this chicken
because
conversation.
This is chock full of chicken or chicken of the sea.
I just want to say that the way I have learned to make chicken, which is the grossest way possible, because I am too scared to make it anywhere else other than boiling it, because I've boiled it for Gergie when he's sick a million times. And it's so easy. You just literally take the entire piece of chicken, plop it in boiling water, and then wait till it's all white. And that's it. And it's very easy. And it's probably the grossest thing you'll ever see in your life.
Why? Because it's got like all these stringy things coming off of it?
No, when you dump it out, the water, it's just like white, slimy guts.
You know what I can't... that's why... when people make turkeys or rotisserie chickens, seeing that off-white pinky skin, I cannot be anywhere near that. Yeah. I don't care how snobby that makes me sound. I just can't do it. I wish I had Julia Child in me and I could just be like, oh, and then you take the chicken and cut the skin off.
Yeah, and then you skin it.
I can't do it.
I'm just so scared of cross-contaminating, using the same knife to cut it when it's raw and then cutting it when it's cooked, and then the same cutting board and all that.
Oh, that just made me even more scared now.
Oh, that's like a whole other thing. It's like, okay, so I just touch it. Now I have to go wash my hands again before I go touch I don't know, the knob on the drawer.
You do.
I guess we just figured out that playing with chicken is kind of life or death.
Yeah.
Is that why they call it play chicken?
No,
is that a term?
No.
Yeah. What's play chicken?
Yeah, you play chicken, right?
They fight. They're fighters.
Oh, chicken. No. Oh, like in the pool.
Yeah.
Chicken fight.
There's chicken fights. Yeah. You freaking idiot.
Chicken fights. Like if you play chicken. Isn't that an expression too?
Play chicken sounds like
play. You're playing chicken in the pool.
I am out of my mind today.
Absolutely.
I've lost it.
I think we are all unhinged. The last thing I have to say about chicken is I forgot.
Okay, wow. Okay. All right. Well, I was going to say this is a funny thing that Lauren realized annoys her about Hunter this week.
I was going to talk about it.
You were going to talk about
the
it?
wedding thing?
Yeah.
I was literally about to open up to that.
This is a great topic of conversation for this podcast.
Wait, hold on. Let me fix myself on my chair.
Fix
I'm on
yourself,
the edge of
sit
my
up.
seat now.
Okay.
Wow.
So
what's happening, Lauren?
I have gone to many weddings. Hunter is just the king of socializing and has friends all across this nation. So
you look fantastic at that Florida wedding.
I did look fucking good, honestly. Thank you.
I looked
pretty good.
Were you the hottest there?
Well, of course, she always is.
You always. Okay. What's it like being the hottest?
Yeah, I
person
know.
in the
What
room?
is it?
You just gotta have really low standards with the people you hang out with.
I told Jared he's the hottest guy in all of Rhode Island, and he said
that sounds pretty accurate.
I mean, I know, and he's like, oh, thank you, yeah, right. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, right. Do you really think that there's another guy hotter than you in Rhode Island?
All right, probably not. Okay, but those kids are rising. Those there
are some hot little kids running around Federal Hill.
Yeah,
I'm creepy.
Mom,
you know what I mean? Mom, high schooler.
What? Mom. I was just sorry. I was looking down. My mom texted me, and I meant to say Ashley, but Ashley's holding a baby. Mom? I was going to say, Ashley, do you think you're the hottest in Rhode Island?
No, I'm sure I'm not. There's a lot more pretty girls in this world than there are hot guys.
I don't know. I think I'd say you're the hottest.
All right, let's just take a quick break to hear from our sponsors. So people don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress.
Jared, we're talking to you.
Well, I am talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. And let's not forget about doom scrolling and sleeping too little and sleeping too much and overeating and undereating and all of that stuff. So you can discuss all of that with your BetterHelp therapist like I do. I definitely overanalyze every even breath I take. So it's nice to have someone who's on call to text, to video chat, to call, to write in your journal and remember things you want to talk to about your therapist. So I really, really suggest people just checking out BetterHelp, and I swear it'll be some of the best therapy you will have.
Lauren has, been using it for quite some time now, and she was able to, at some point when you really needed it back in, November when you were having the panic attacks, it was so affordable that you were able to do a couple sessions a week.
Yes, it's
really
awesome.
nice.
So crucial. So, my friends, here's a reminder to take care of yourself, do less, and maybe try some therapy. As we said, it's much more affordable than in-person therapy, so give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. I Don't Get It listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/getit. That's BetterHelp.com/getit.
Okay, anyway, so I go to weddings a lot. And every time I go to a wedding with Hunter, I realize I'm very irritated. I get very annoyed. And it's because his friends take weddings zero seriously. Like, okay, so they all have traditional weddings. They have traditional ceremonies and all the traditional stuff. It's not like a hippie ceremony. It's not like anything different. It's all very traditional. But then all of his friends show up, like they pregame these weddings. They show up already drunk. And then first of all, number one pet peeve of all wedding hood is the fact that there's no usher and there's gaps. There's rows where no one is sitting. Like it's like because people are too scared to sit in the front row or sit in the second row because they think they're going to take someone's seat. But then the bride comes walking down and there's 3 empty rows because people are pussies and they can't sit close.
That's why you don't want that in your photos and when you're looking back.
Exactly.
That's why I wanted a church that was going to perfectly fit the amount of people that we were going to have. I didn't want any emptiness because that feels so weird. It was so perfectly filled.
Fit.
It really was.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, every time I go to a wedding with Hunter, I'm like, you should have seen how Ashley's was packed. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Hunter has heard this so
like,
many times.
Get it. I'm like,
and then he thinks about Jack being there every single time.
Well, suck it up. So, anyway, so they come kind of drunk. We sit awkwardly back, and then his friends, like the groom, will walk down and like, yeah, buddy, yeah, go get it.
No,
I'm not.
No, like it's a football
game.
Like
it's a fucking football game, and I have not.
Are you kidding me?
It's been like
the frattiest thing ever.
It's been like 4 weddings now. We're like, yeah, Corey, go get it. I'm like, and so then I look over at these people.
If I was the bride,
fire in my eyes. Fire in my eyes. Yes, livid. I'm like, this is a fucking wedding. And I say this shit. I'm like, it's a fucking wedding. And he looks at me, he goes, calm down. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, all of you. And then even like the dates they bring, like their whatever they are, they're like, I'm like, it's not funny. This is their biggest day of their life, and you're like going woohoo, you know? And then this one guy, the guy gets up there, the bride makes her way down, and then this one fucking asshole goes, it's not too late.
I would be so angry. It's supposed to be the most romantic moment.
Music, a beautiful scenery. Everyone's up there, and this drunk douchebag. I turn over and go, shut the fuck up.
Did you say that?
You didn't tell
me this.
I've never met this man before in my life, and I told this man to shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And then during the speeches, the same guy goes,
I love Lauren. I can rage.
And I'm like, you're the rudest person I've ever met.
Wait, who said how much longer?
The same fucking guy that said it's not too late.
At the same wedding?
At the same wedding.
But wait, you told me that the wedding, like the vows were like 5 minutes.
Not the vows, at the speeches.
Oh,
the speeches.
Really?
The maid of honor had 3. It was maid of honor, matron of honor, and then someone else. And then he was like, "Oh my God, another one!" And I was like, "You're at a wedding. You're not at a fucking barbecue, bro." So, anyways, that is why I get so annoyed when I go to weddings with
that
Hunter
just
in
made me
particular,
laugh
because he has
so
so many
hard
frat friends.
I've never seen you like that singularly angry. Like on your own.
On my own. Yeah.
Just,
I'm an asshole when I go to weddings with Hunter because I tell all these drunk idiots to their faces that they're rude.
You did not tell me. You don't tell me that you say these things. I love it when you get in this mode. I haven't seen it since that 2008 cruise.
And then he goes, shh, calm down. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, you wait your entire life for this, and your drunk friends are going to ruin this. So that's all.
There are so many guys like Hunter that have friends that are still in college mentally. Yeah. And I think it's so embarrassing.
I agree.
Like, sit down, Steven. You didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's going to marry the love of his life.
Exactly.
Like, what are we doing
exactly.
here?
I know.
Oh, I cannot. I have no patience for that.
Hunter
I pray
doesn't
to God,
participate.
I don't... What? He would if you weren't there.
Yeah, so true.
True. I mean, he's not fucking silent like he should be during the ceremony.
Yeah, Lauren says that he talks through things. Like to her.
Like movies and
No, not
ceremonies?
like, what are we going to
like-
have for dinner later?
The like ceremonies and like stuff like if he's sitting next to his friends or like I don't even know what they're saying. They're like talking about like
pictured.
jewels. Everyone was smoking jewels. Like
No.
yeah, like vaping. And it's like, yo man, let me hit that. I'm like, it is a goddamn ceremony. It's a goddamn ceremony.
They're smoking
like these people
during the
just need-
ceremony?
They need
Yeah.
escapism
They're like,
from
"Hey,
their
man,
life
hit
so
that up."
hard.
And I'm like, you are probably finance, accountant, something like that. I know you're trying to relive your heyday
Right.
here, but
Yeah. Sit
you
down,
don't need a
Steven.
vape right now.
You have a C cup, Steven. It's over.
Yeah.
Lauren
Yes.
turning around and saying, shut the fuck up to a stranger just satisfies me fully.
It's my true form.
That's amazing. I pictured Ashley being sitting in a pew so uncomfortably. Have you ever sat next to Ashley, Lauren, when she's looking at something, but her eyes go like this?
Yes,
to the
yes,
side?
yes, like right there. Yes, yes,
I'm doing it right here,
Yes,
sitting
yes.
down to see if I do
Ashley's
do that.
the type of
Sly, but
person-
she's not.
She's Ashley's the type of person, like if something's happening, she doesn't want her face to not be focused on it. So she'll look at you, but she'll keep her face looking straight and she'll move her eyes towards
Exactly.
I literally
That's
picture
so
it. I don't know
funny.
why.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's crazy. Wait, so do you have a lot of weddings coming up?
Well, we have Briar's wedding,
Yeah,
and
then we have
then
Maura's.
I have another one.
Oh yeah,
another
I have 5 this year. Did I tell you? I told you guys that.
5. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably
5.
going to 5, but people I know 2 people. Yeah.
How drunk do you think people should get at weddings? Do you think
Their own wedding or like at somebody else's wedding?
No, like if you're a guest at a wedding, is there an appropriate level? Like,
Yeah,
of course,
definitely.
blackout is not in this, but do you think it is okay for people to get really drunk and loosey-goosey? Or do you think, no, this is where parents are and grandparents are and like keep your shit together?
I think-
Depends on
Because
the
that's actually
person.
it's a fair question, right? Because people do want to let loose.
I think it's totally up to the person.
The
Like,
couple,
I know
yeah.
me, if I were to get like drunk, which I mean, fine line between feeling it and throwing up, I probably wouldn't let myself get there. But if I was like my drunkest, I'd be fun and smiley and nice. So I wouldn't like be gross or a wreck. So I
Yeah.
think it just depends on the person. But then if you're the kind of person who does like just fall all over the place and like you tend to get like mean or like too
Those are the people
like,
that are
no
unaware and would
filter.
still do it.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
Ashley, were you drunk on yours? I was.
No,
I was, like,
didn't.
crying.
I remember how you were, but no, I
But I don't get crazy.
I
just
didn't
get
notice,
crying.
Naz. I didn't notice that you were, but everybody told me afterward. Apparently, like all our guests were trashed,
Yeah.
which is great. I want people to be
But
like
they're classy trash.
Yeah, it was
No, but nothing bad happened. Like there
No.
wasn't any scenes
No.
or no one like was rude to anyone or
No, no,
broke
no.
anything.
But no, I didn't like. I had maybe like one glass of champagne. I didn't feel it at all. Like I couldn't ingest anything. There was like so much adrenaline. Like I couldn't swallow.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
crazy.
That's the worst part about weddings. You spend so much time on like food, tasting stuff, cake, and then you're so high on life, you like don't want to eat anything
I
that
could
day.
not eat. Like I couldn't
You
stomach
also
anything.
don't want to stop. It's because you don't want to stop. You want to like keep going.
I don't know. I mean, I'll stop for food anytime.
But you had a Shake Shack burger at the end of the night, or no?
I like couldn't stomach it.
Yeah.
People were like, "Eat it," and I was like, "I have no saliva in
Where
my
did
mouth
those
right
even
now."
come from? There's no Shake Shack nearby.
There's one
yeah, where
Providence.
did
It was
those
from
come
They're from
from?
Providence.
That
It
was
like
amazing.
a drunk magical gift from heaven that no one
Yeah.
knew where they came
I'm
from.
so glad that
And I
everybody
got
like
it
needed
on the
them.
dance floor.
Yeah.
It was delivered to me on the dance floor. I didn't have to walk anywhere for it. I mean, that's the closest to heaven I think you
I
can
agree.
You
get.
guys, thanks. I love my
But
wedding.
what I appreciate most, I mean, we've talked about this ad nauseam in 3 fucking years, but the fact that the ceremony, everyone was quiet and there was no phones. There was no phones, and that's what needs to be done.
At most ceremonies, they say no
That's
phones
genius.
now.
Not a lot that I've been to, obviously.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking the ones I've been to. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Lauren, I also realized you may be triggered because it sounds like these people are going to be at your wedding.
I know. So
no,
yeah,
they won't be.
Lauren's thinking about making it very, very, very small.
Yeah, it's almost like what are you going to do if someone's
That's
like,
why I
Lauren?
get very triggered because I'm like, if
Exactly.
it would be viral. It would be like bride murders
Lauren,
entire groom
That's
side.
why I think that maybe you should do it. You're going to be like Rosalie in Twilight in the wedding dress.
I'm gonna be like Carrie. I'm gonna be like Carrie.
Yeah.
There's a part of us that love to see drips of blood on a white wedding dress.
Yeah.
There's just something right about it.
Yeah.
I want Lauren to be the viral bride.
Yeah, I mean, it would not go well. Not go well.
But you never really imagined you're not like a wedding like you're not like a bride. You know, you never like.
I know that's
you're not
also
like a fantasy bride.
I know,
so like
but
we could make a viral moment.
I know that's true
because you wouldn't really care.
I know.
All right, well, they're going to clip this off when we all end up in
Exactly.
jail.
1,000%. They're like,
This is a lie.
It's not real. Yeah.
It's all real. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, blood on dresses is horrible.
Terrible.
Lauren, what's exciting about being engaged and attending weddings? I think there's something kind of fun about it because you get to look at things. You get to be like, I wouldn't do this, or oh, I really like that.
Yeah, Jared and I do that a lot.
What have you been picking up on?
I hate everything.
What do you like and what do you not like for yourself that you've seen at these weddings?
I truly hate everything. I don't think I've been to a wedding that was like unique enough, or I don't know. I kind of get the ick going to weddings, kind of, just because I just can't imagine doing any of it. So
what are some of the things that you're like, ugh, I definitely would not do this?
I don't know, like the traditional vows and the father-daughter and the mother-son dance and just the chicken and the fish and, you know, all that stuff. You know, just literally all
chicken.
of it.
I mean, if this
The chicken and the fish.
if this podcast isn't called chicken,
I know. Yeah.
Yo, can we get a Tyson sponsorship in here?
Maybe.
I do love Tyson's. They are my favorite.
I fucking love Tyson. My friend Nikki, her boyfriend Ian. You guys know I don't eat chicken. And was it last year? I don't remember. I have no concept of time. At one point, I went over his house and I wasn't eating what they were eating, but he had Tyson chicken left over, and I didn't know it. And I ate it, and I go, "This is the best chicken I've ever had in my entire life." And I go, "Where is this from?" And he goes, "It's Tyson."
It's a bag of
that day
Tyson.
forward,
Was it breaded?
I am just. Yeah,
That's what I'm
even
talking
remember.
about. That breaded chicken
It
tenders.
was the fucking
that-
best chicken I've ever had.
I put the breaded chicken tenders in the air fryer. It tastes better than Popeyes.
I'm gonna go get a
When
bag.
you say Popeyes,
Popeyes.
I've said this. I'm sure I've said this on the podcast.
Yes, you have.
The podcast I just said. The podcast. Popeyes with a U. Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go to Walmart to buy my bag of Tyson chicken, as the way it should be bought.
Definitely.
It's all about the ritual.
do you have any
Okay,
more-
wait. So, Lauren, wait. I want to know what you want to do then, like differently.
Nazareth.
Why
doesn't
do
even
you
wanna
like
talk
talking
about
about
it.
this? Fine.
Because I just don't think I want a wedding. I think that's the thing that I've.
Yeah.
I think that's just it. Like, it's
when
not
Courtney and
exciting
Travis,
to me.
when Courtney and Travis went to Vegas, I was like, I would fucking do
That's
this.
what I looked at. Like, I looked
Lauren
at.
should do Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do a couple best friends. Like, how about you each
He doesn't
invite 10
get
people?
He doesn't get any. No.
Oh yeah, we don't want his best friends there. That's the problem. I brought this up last night. I forgot that his
Even
his
for
best
me?
friends are.
No. You're allowed, but I'm saying his side.
No, I'm saying you don't want any of his friends there for me.
You don't. No, they're engaged.
No, you don't want any of his
okay.
friends.
And you don't want them.
You don't want any.
Fuck them all. They're not invited.
I hope not. They're not listening, but I would tell them to their face either way.
Okay.
man.
Well, let's talk about the Kardashians because there is a little bit going on there. One, the season premiere is coming up, and I'm very excited. Like, I'm really, really excited. I didn't know how much I missed them, and I also can't believe how the show has been off the air for a year. That's crazy.
Feels like
It is crazy.
longer.
Lauren always thinks everything feels longer, and it's so annoying. It's just so annoying. She's like, it's like as if your life is that hard. It's like, it's been a year. God, longest year of my life. That's how like I interpret it every time she says it feels like it's been longer.
It's not what I think about. It's so weird.
Okay. I really wanted to talk about her interview with Not Skinny, Not Fat.
I did not see it. Please give
But
us
I'm
a recap.
listening. We're listening to it soon, like with the next hour. I've only listened to the first 10, 15 minutes. And I just love how transparent Kim is. It's so much fun that she just like so open about her life.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Kim, Why are you the best?
I think I would want to watch that, not listen to it, so I can look at her.
You can watch it. That's
Yeah.
right. I think it comes out today or tomorrow.
The pictures of her at John and Vinny's in LA with Pete
my
Davidson.
God, the cutest thing ever.
And people are putting
I was so
best
triggered.
memes.
I was so triggered.
Yeah.
I am
What do you
so
mean you were
obsessed with them.
triggered? You guys know I don't even like the word trigger, but now we're using it in a funny sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, triggered, like it aroused me.
Yeah.
Okay.
One,
Yeah. It turned me on. Like it made me feel.
Jesus.
It made me
Yeah.
feel.
Made me feel for sure.
One, because I just always loved Pete. Two, Pete is wearing so much Uncle Polly's merch, which people who
That's
know
right, I
me
saw
know
that,
that
yeah.
I
That's true.
wore Uncle Polly's merchandise before anyone even knew what Uncle Polly's was. And I was actually their first customer at their first LA location in Beverly Boulevard. And you can walk in and ask Uncle Polly
That's
that.
crazy.
Wait, where's their
Anyways.
other location?
Now they have Studio City downtown, which is closing. And then they moved to 3rd Street from Beverly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like you're the first ever customer.
I was the first ever customer in LA.
But where's
because
the
I
originals?
walked in. The original was on Beverly, which is no longer there anymore. It moved to 3rd Street. But it was right near my house, remember?
Yeah.
You went there.
Yeah.
I brought you sandwiches from there.
Yeah, but you're saying that the only locations are in LA,
Yeah,
and you were their first customer ever.
exactly.
Does she have to say it one more time for you?
I don't understand. I'm not comprehending. You're telling me
Uncle Polly's opened in LA about 4 or 5 years ago, Ashley, down the street from my house. 2 days before they opened, I walked in and they were open. And I was like, oh my God, is this a sandwich place? Because in LA, you can't just get a fast sandwich unless you go to Jersey Mike's or whatever. There's no local sandwich places.
Yeah.
Like in New York, you can walk into a bodega, get a sandwich, especially a breakfast sandwich, in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist in LA. And he was like, oh my God, yes, like you totally get it. And then he gave me food that
you
day.
get the vision. It's a sandwich
Man,
place.
Uncle Polly's so cool. And then I would go all the time because they served La Colombe coffee. And then he would give me merch. And so then I'd start wearing the merch. And anyways, I love Pete. I love that Pete's wearing Uncle
Maybe he's
Polly's.
just copying you.
And now I always love Kim. And you guys know I love John and Vinny. So like when I saw that picture,
Oh,
yes,
boosh.
I was so triggered.
they were
I was
at
like,
John and Vinny.
Yeah,
oh!
John and
I was
Vinny's
like, all the things I love are in this
It
photo.
looks so good.
Okay, they're so cute, and so I'm talking about this because I'm in the part of their podcast, this interview, where she's telling all the stories, all the details about how she and Pete became a thing. And it's
Ooh,
so
I don't know any of
fascinating that she's being so honest. Like she doesn't hold anything back. It's like so great because celebrities are like, my private life, my private life.
It's
private.
we had a
eh.
wonderful moment. We're
And-
just going to share it between
Yeah,
the two
and like
of us.
that's when Taylor, like I always loved Taylor. Of course, I still love Taylor, but like she's a lot less fun now that she doesn't talk about her love life.
The power of the Kardashians is their transparency,
Yeah.
and they know that.
I
They
know.
know that letting all of us into everything is their formula.
Exactly.
And Kim will never. That's why I
She's so
also agree.
smart.
I love her.
I know.
I will say
She was a little private
I'm-
about the Kanye divorce, but there's a lot of mental health issues there.
Well,
so.
there's a lot of I mean, that's a tricky thing to divorce is
With
tricky to
kids,
navigate
too.
no matter what, especially in the public eye and with kids. But I will say I'm so excited for this show. I'm excited that it's on Hulu. And a lot of people were saying that it's going to be kind of different and that now that it's on a streamer, there's not going to be as much of a delay because we're so used to seeing things happen in their
6
life
months
and then
later.
not seeing their reaction until 6 months later. But then I read a couple reviews that came out and people were saying it's the same exact show and we were promised something different. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. What the fuck is going on in my throat? The Cut wrote something really interesting. The Cut on Instagram wrote, despite promises that this updated series will show a more intimate side of the Kardashians as they evolve as a family, upon review, we see the same group of billionaires playing out the same tabloid headlines on a serious delay using the same elliptical editing techniques and the same cliffhangers pieced together out of facial expressions and eye contact. And I just wanted to laugh at Thomas Christos. He's a stylist. He commented on this, and I found his comment so funny. He goes, were we expecting Squid Games? I'm here and ready for the much-needed mind-numbing Balenciaga banality.
Yes.
That is so good.
Yeah, it's not like we were asking
No.
to watch them in action here. We want we want that. Yeah.
yeah. Also,
I'm
yeah,
here
sure,
for the much-needed mind-numbing Balenciaga banality. Like, what a line.
So good.
I get that it's delayed, but also it's still intriguing. Like they're going to cover the whole her being Jasmine and him being Aladdin on SNL, and it's like that's still interesting to me 6 months later.
How romantic was it
Almost-
that Pete gave her that rug for their like first month
Wait,
anniversary
he
or something?
did?
Really? Can you
He
believe
gave
that's almost
her
been
the
a year?
he gave her the
God.
costumes in the rug. The magic carpet, I should say.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Okay, but listen. Okay, so this is what she said. She said that through the grapevine.
I'm sorry. I can't believe how jazzed we all are. Okay, this is what I heard.
Well, it's because they're so cool together. If it was just Kim and like Chris Humphries, it wouldn't be like as fun. Yeah. It's because like this is a weird couple that we really like. Okay.
It's an unlikely pairing,
yes,
which is why it's so intriguing.
So apparently he was asking around for her number for quite some time because I guess he was like, oh, I hit all the other hot girls. Like, it's time to hit Kim Kardashian and see if he can really like get it. And, you know, like I guess she was like not down to give like a stranger her number. And then during SNL, she said that she met him at the Met. Oh, just like Taylor Swift met at the Met.
Wow.
So many people meet at the Met Gala. It's crazy. Yes. Okay, which
so,
is interesting because she had that all black outfit on.
Yeah.
And I remember he had I was on the carpet.
Yeah, so that's what she says. He goes, she goes, she was like, I know he's on SNL, so she's going to talk about the fact that she was asked to be on SNL, but they didn't make it public yet. Mm-hmm. So she said, I wish they would just announce that I'm going to be the host so that like I can't chicken out. Because once it's announced, I won't chicken out. But like right now, I'm just so nervous. This is like what she was saying to him. It's like the first conversation.
In the Met Gala.
Yes. And then he goes, well, I'm happy to
Wait, did she walk up to him?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm sorry. So then he goes, well, I'm happy to like help give you any pointers or advice, or, like comfort you through it if you want to like give me your number. So
we all can hear that in his voice.
Yes. So
the big dick energy just like soothing through his
1,000%. She admits to the big dick energy in the interview too.
Yeah, I saw that.
So then he hands her his phone and she's like, I can't put my number in these gloves. Like I can't, like, it won't work. And then she goes, do you want to give me your number? And do you want me like handing off her phone?
Yeah.
And then he said like, you know, those moments where it's like you were chatting and then like you didn't get around to actually getting the number.
Yeah.
And then he walked away without any numbers exchanged. And then she's thinking that she's going to see him during rehearsals.
Yeah.
But then he didn't even come to rehearsals that week. They like just didn't. And she said that they didn't rehearse the Jasmine and Aladdin skit until rehearsal night, like until that night. Before they did the live version.
So it was like he built all, I don't know if it was purposely, but there was all this intrigue.
1,000%.
Well, it's intrigue for women. We need like intrigue. Like, oh, where is this person?
Yeah.
When they're not around, you're thinking about them.
So exactly. No, that's why I have to keep continuing. Sorry, you guys could listen to the podcast, but I just feel like we can talk about it here too. So then when they're on the magic carpet, she said that she felt a little bit of like a zing when they kissed.
Zing.
But then she was like,
because she hadn't kissed someone in like
she goes,
20
maybe
years,
it's
right?
because I haven't kissed somebody in 10 years or, you know, maybe it's that. And then she goes to the after party and he didn't show up to the after party. I know. And then Not Skinny Not Fat was like, do you think that he did that on purpose? Like, were you looking for him at the party?
Said,
And she said it wasn't until after the party that she realized, like, oh, he didn't show up. So I guess like he wasn't too much on her mind. And now I got to the point in the interview where she goes, so was their first date the date where, like on the roller coaster? And apparently not. She said it was in private first.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So I'm just really interested in seeing these moves that he was making. Like, were they?
Wait,
does
but
he admit to them being
intentional?
Does he admit to being walking away without the number exchange? Then not showing up to like the week of rehearsals, and then not showing up to the party. I mean that'll
big dick
get
energy.
You 1,000%.
That is big dick energy.
Because we knew that he was interested because he was asking around for her number.
Right. You could either be. It's funny. I'm reading this book by Robert Greene right now called The Art of Seduction. I love Robert Greene. He also wrote 48 Laws of Power, which I highly recommend people read. But he talks about the different types of seducers, and you're either like the guy that's like all in on one woman, like every woman loves when she's like that's why women cheat, right, on their husbands when they meet a man that's like, I'm going to do anything for you. And like he talks about all these people in the 18th century, like sneaking through kitchen cabinets and holes to like, you know what I mean? So you could either be all in or do what Pete did, which is like create mystery
I feel like
and
with,
intrigue.
With a woman like Kim, you need to do the latter.
Yeah, ladder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
definitely. Because guys are like, I'll give you planes and money. It's like, you don't fucking need that.
And why I was so excited
Lauren, you're so funny. I'm dead.
The reason I was so excited telling you guys about this interview was because, like, I could feel her crush, like the crush developing throughout this tale.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good times. Good
And that's
times.
so good.
Yeah.
I love a slow burn. Wow.
Damn it.
I'm so
Love
here
that.
for them. Do we think that they're forever? Like, what do we think?
I don't know.
I think that's kind of hard for people to answer.
I don't see either of them breaking up with each other. That's the only thing that's making me think it could be forever, is because I don't see one letting go of the other.
Mystic Michaela, who was on our podcast, who reads auras, she reposted the picture of them and John and Vinny's, and she said that they both just feel so safe.
Yes,
and I think
exactly.
that's what you need in a relationship is safety.
That's exactly what I felt in that picture. Yeah.
Right. To be yourself, to thrive. I think once we see them in the show together, we will then sort of have an inkling on how long. I don't want to say how long it'll last, but like how serious it is, I want to say, I guess.
Sorry, I'm cutting you off because I, again, am too excited at this thought. Are you going to be covering the Met Gala, which is going to be in about a month?
I am.
So do you think they're going to go together?
Oh my God.
They're 100%.
Well, because technically their red carpet debut was at the Kardashians Hulu premiere,
But not
which
technically,
was last week.
because they weren't actually taking pictures on the carpet together.
They didn't take pictures on the carpet
No,
together?
They didn't take pictures.
He was behind everything. He didn't have a picture with her. This Met would be their debut.
So them taking a picture together would be, I mean, that would send such a message, because Kim is someone who typically walks the carpet alone because her outfit's just so, in the words of the younger generation, sickening. I love when people say that. Brad Goreski said that about an outfit when we were on E, and I just fucking cried. He was like, it's sickening.
It is sickening.
It fucking kills me. Anyways, but yeah, if she walked with P, I mean, that's saying a lot.
And
the fact that they met there a year prior, well, not technically a year prior, because the Met, as you guys remember, was in September last year.
That's why it feels like it was so recent.
It feels very soon. Yeah, because it was technically.
Have you tried on dresses for the Met yet? Or does
I have not, but are you guys ready for this? You're going to be so excited. So last year, the theme for last year and this year was always like a dual theme, and it was American fashion.
Right.
But last year it was more about like the progression in American fashion, like diversity, sustainability. This year's Met Gala theme for the exhibit is an anthology of American fashion. So like how, like the decades, how fashion has progressed. However, Vogue and Anna Wintour just released a dress code a couple days ago, which designers are probably freaking out.
I was going to say, designers only have a month.
Exactly, but are you ready for the dress code? It's the Gilded Age.
Holy mother of God.
We're literally going to see a Bridgerton ball come to life. It's like old school New York, and I bet, like we were saying, designers are like, oh my God, like we got to change everything. And I bet they're playing into, the show The Gilded Age on HBO, the Bridgerton, how everyone's just really loving that.
It's just so lavish. Sort of. Like it's just going to be a spectacle.
So I feel like people are going to show up in like horses and carriages and like just the whole thing, which isn't that the best dress code ever?
It is. Yes. It really is.
Did you see the Bridgerton things, in LA, like the events, which Lauren, I think they have talked about on the podcast before, but now I saw it in action because the LA one is happening, and holy moly, I do.
You literally bow before the queen, and you are dubbed like
Wait, there's footage of it?
Yeah.
There's footage of like
go to
people actually there?
Lyles' page.
Yeah, Lindsay
Oh, of course you
Yeah, I know.
That's amazing.
But you
Trisha
actually,
Durant
you
went
enter,
too.
and then they say your name, and then you like bow and shit.
I'm like so into this.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
I will.
Damn,
that's the kind
Ash,
of
is
experience.
it happening when you're going to be here?
No, there's one in DC in the next couple months.
Yeah.
You should go with Jared. You and Jared would look
Yeah,
so
of
good
course
in that clothing.
I have to go with Jared. I need to go and like, oh my God. This is the kind of thing that like I'll pay the money for it. You know what I mean?
It's like $60.
Really?
Psycho. Yeah,
Ashley,
it's like
I'll
$60.
I'll splurge on this.
Yeah.
No, like this is the kind of thing.
Who
like
cares about extra emergency in the house?
$300? I'll take this.
It's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's like if it's on resale because it's
only
sold
an
out,
hour and a half.
I'll buy it.
It's only an hour and a half, and you get like 3 drinks.
That's a lot for an hour and a half.
It is.
I'm dead.
That sounds baller. I'm excited.
I love when you say
bring your little
baller.
Duke with you.
Oh,
yes.
Oh my God! Have a
Oh my
mini
gosh!
Duke. You
Can we put
literally
him in like a
be-
little Beauty and the Beast
He
like
would
looking
win.
outfit?
He'd be the diamond.
Oh,
Wait, he needs a bonnet. The diamond of the ball.
Diamond of the season, yes.
Lady, whistle down. Dear Rita, I love saying
Well, okay,
that.
Naz, you really didn't miss the Duke in this Bridgerton season.
Oh, this is what I was going to
I know,
ask you.
you told me
I did
this.
not. I was so enthralled with Kate and the Viscount and Lady, her sister. What is her name?
Penelope?
Lady Sharma?
No.
Kate's sister.
Yeah.
Edwina.
It's such a weird
Edwina,
Good job
Kate,
remembering.
and the Viscount. I was so into that I forgot all about. And by the end, have you guys seen the end?
I haven't
I
finished.
have.
I
Don't
haven't
spoil for
finished.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I will save it for another.
I will say this.
But by the end, I will say you're sort of even into like another storyline between other
Because
characters.
they're setting us up for season 3.
You
which
really
is a
were?
different
Exactly.
I wasn't interested at all. I was only interested in the Viscount and Kate. Only the two
Well,
of them.
I think people are upset because we don't have as much sex in this season
Yeah.
as we did in the last one. But I think that the buildup is so great.
No, I
But I
enjoyed
would've
whenever
loved
they were on
more-
screen, but I thought the side stories were so boring.
I think the side stories were, yes, a little more boring. However, by the end, I think they all really pay off.
Oh,
Like by the
who
last
is it?
episode.
Well, we'll have Lauren be the tiebreaker in
Okay.
this.
Lauren will be the
I'll
tiebreaker.
watch it.
I just fucking love Bridgerton no matter what.
Yeah,
I
me
will
too.
always watch it and be
I
obsessed
feel
with it when it's on
comforted by
TV.
it. It's a comfort show.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so well done. And you know what's funny? Kim is a huge fan of Bridgerton. So
she'll go all out for the Gilded Age.
So I
Yeah.
feel like she probably is going to go. I would
Well-
love to see her in like a huge high wig or something, like a Marie Antoinette. That'd be so
But her
cool.
body, like I can't wait to see the corset waist we might get.
yeah, the corset waist.
Yeah. All
So
right.
good.
All right, guys. Well, we love you. And
We love you.
We ramble with
Subscribe.
you. And
And it was a ramble.
it was a ramble.
It was a ramble.
So it was a ramble. We
right.
love you guys. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
If you want to be the most interesting person at the cocktail party, well, hop on over and listen to the Brain Candy podcast.
Our award-winning content will have you laughing while you're learning.
We read all the best articles, books, and studies and keep up with new TV shows, documentaries, and pop culture. And then we cram it all into 2 shows a week.
Conspiracy theories, cannibal rabbits, unsolved mysteries, the history of the Walkman. There's something for everyone.
The Brain Candy podcast. Find our link in the show notes.
Or simply search for the Brain Candy Podcast on your podcast app.
I don't get it.
Podcast.